In this video, I'll show you how to add Eventbrite attendees to MailerLite as subscribers automatically. So the idea here is, as soon as the attendee is going to register for an event inside Eventbrite application, I am going to automatically create him as a subscriber into the MailerLite, so that whenever I want to send any kind of email to that attendee, to that subscriber, I don't need to manually export the attendee details and import it here again and again. I am going to sync all the attendees details with the MailerLite in real time so that I can send them email at any time. Want to learn how you can do this? Come with me and I'll show you the whole process step by step. So this is my Eventbrite dashboard, and here you can see I have created a seminar, basically an event, and I want, as soon as someone is going to register for this event, for the seminar, the same person should be created as a subscriber into the MailerLite, and I am going to do that with the help of Pabbly Connect, which is an amazing integration and automation software via which you can easily connect to multiple applications and automate your task. And you can also reach here by typing pabbly.com/connect. I will also attach this link into my description box for your reference. Now, if you are a new user of Pabbly Connect, you will have to sign up for free, where you will also get free tasks every month in your account in order to test these kinds of amazing automation. Well, I'm already an existing user of Pabbly Connect, so that is why I'm clicking on sign in. Then I have clicked on access now, and this is how I have reached to the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. After reaching here, the very first thing you'll have to do is to click on this blue button, that is create workflow, and simply provide a random name to your workflow, to your automation. So I'm providing the name as, when attendee register for event in Eventbrite, create him as a subscriber in MailerLite. Okay, you can provide any random name now. Simply click on create, and after that you will find two boxes in front of you. So these are actually trigger and action. So trigger means when this happens, action means do this. So whenever this happens, do this. Understand with an example also. Whenever a sale happen in a payment gateway application, let's say send an email via Gmail application, and here, according to our use case, whenever the attendee is going to register for event in Eventbrite application, automatically create a subscriber into the MailerLite application. Okay, so this is how you need to always select the applications in which you are building an automation, and here I am building an automation in Eventbrite and MailerLite, so that is why I have selected it as the first application. And I want, as soon as, okay, you can read the instruction first. It triggers when a new order is placed for a tickets to an event. So I want, whenever someone is going to book a ticket, whenever someone is going to register for the event, this automation should start trigger. So that is why I have selected this specific trigger event. Now the idea here is, I am going to connect Eventbrite with the Pabbly Connect so that the details of Eventbrite can be captured into the Pabbly Connect, and then I am going to share the same details with the MailerLite or maybe with different application. And since I'm already logged in into my Eventbrite application in some different apps, so that is why it has asked me for the permission only, and here you can see the authorization is successful and the Eventbrite account is immediately connected with Pabbly Connect. After that, it is asking for the organizational name, and I have created the organization name as the Sonam Rai only, so it has got selected automatically. And whatever the events are available into my Eventbrite's dashboard, here you can see it has taken those events automatically. And I want, whenever someone is going to register for which particular event, basically for the seminar on growing your business startup. Okay, so I'm going to select that specific event, and here is that event. Now I'll be clicking on this button, save and send test request, and now you will have to read the instructions. Okay, so waiting for the response. Once you have clicked over the save and send test request button, do a test submission or record in that application in order to capture the response here. So basically it is asking to do a test submission or record, and here the test submission means making of a new order, basically registering for the event into the Eventbrite. So what I am going to do is, I am going to copy the URL of this particular event. Here is the copy URL button. Then I will open completely a new tab, a different tab, and here I am going to register for this event as a dummy user, and you will see how the same details will be captured via Pabbly Connect. Alright, so the name of my seminar, my event is Seminar on Growing Your Business Startup, which is going to held on March 14th. Okay, let me reserve a spot. Basically, let me book a ticket. Let me register for this event as an attendee. Alright, so I'm going to fill this form with some dummy details, with some dummy attendee details. And I have provided the first name as the dummy, the last name as the attendee, email address of the attendees test@gmail.com, test@gmail.com, and here also I have provided the same details. Now simply click on this register button. Okay, I'll have to first tick mark this checkbox. Okay, clicking on this button register, and here you will see I will be registered for this particular event as a dummy user. All right, and it is successful. Coming back to my Pabbly Connect's dashboard, and here you will see the details, the event details, the attendee details will be captured via Pabbly Connect. All right, so I have actually received the response. Let me check for the details. Here I have the configuration webhook ID, the configuration user ID, the configuration endpoint URL, configuration action, and we even have this API URL. But where are the details of the attendee which I was about to send to the MailerLite? Okay, so in order to get the attendee details, I am going to add Eventbrite into the action application once again, because here you can see into this API URL I have received this order ID, and with the help of this order ID I am going to fetch the details of the attendee. Okay, so you will have to search for the Eventbrite once again, and we are going to connect Eventbrite with the Pabbly Connect once again, and this time in the action event we are going to search for this get attendee by order ID. Okay, we already have the order ID and we are going to fetch the details with the help of that ID. Okay, and instead of going with a new connection, I'll go with the existing connections because I have already made the connection into the previous step. Okay, and here you can see it is connected and it is asking for the order ID, and I have the order ID here, but the problem is along with the order ID I also have this extra text. Okay, so firstly I'll have to split this particular text from this sentence. Okay, so how I'm going to do that? So simply click on this plus icon before your Eventbrite action step, and here I'm going to search for the text formatter, which is an amazing feature of Pabbly Connect via which you can perform various kinds of operation within your text. And here I'm going to select this text parser because this time I am actually going to parse my text. Which text I'm going to parse? Basically this API URL. Okay, and I don't need to manually copy this data and paste it here. I'm going to map it, and mapping is very simple inside Pabbly Connect. Simply click on this particular field and you will find the above data right here. Okay, and I'm going to map this API URL, and now it is asking the text match after, the text match before. Okay, so I'm going to copy this after and the before text. So I have this after text as this. Okay, so I have copied the same. Let me paste the same here, and in the before I'm going to simply add that ending slash. Okay, so I have provided all the details. Simply click on this plus button and simply click on the save and send test request button, and you will see how you will get that order ID, and with the help of this order ID I am going to fetch the attendee details. But when I will click on this particular field, you will see that the recent data is not visible in the drop down. So either you will have to refresh this automation, but if you're going to refresh it, the step will be removed automatically because currently it is not saved. So what I can do is I can simply add a random button, simply click on save, and this is how the data will be saved successfully and the recent data will be started visible here. Okay, so here I'm going to map this order ID, clicking on this button save and send test request, and this is how I will also receive the attendee details. Okay, so response is already arrived. Let me show you the details one by one. All right, so here you can see I have that dummy as the first name, the last name, the email address. Okay, and we even have that full name and we even have the created date. Okay, so this is how you can fetch the details, and the presence of this data clearly shows that the connection in between Eventbrite and Pabbly Connect is working absolutely fine. Okay, now I want to create a subscriber. I want to send these details to MailerLite and create a subscriber automatically so that I don't need to manually export the data from Eventbrite and import it into the MailerLite. Okay, so for that you will have to search for the MailerLite application. All right, I'll go with this normal MailerLite application. In action event I want to create or update a subscriber. Well, I just want to create a subscriber, so that is why I have selected this particular action event. Simply connect your MailerLite account with the Pabbly Connect just like you have connected Eventbrite with Pabbly Connect, and the connection, and for the connection it is asking for the token. So you will have to directly click on this hyperlink, and since I am already logged in into my MailerLite account, it will directly take me to that specific place where I can actually get the API key. Okay, so simply click on this generate a new token, provide any random name and tick mark this checkbox, and this is how you can create a new token. But instead of creating a new token, I'll go with the existing connection. But make sure if you are building the connection for the first time, you will have to go with the add a new connection only, and you will have to generate an API key and then you can paste that same. Okay, clicking on save and you will see how the MailerLite account will be connected with Pabbly Connect. Now it is asking to provide the subscriber email. Okay, since I do not have any subscriber currently into my MailerLite account, so that is why this drop down is actually there is no data consist into this particular drop down. Okay, but instead of selecting the data from this drop down, I am going to map this data just like I have mapped this API text, API URL and this order ID. Okay, so as I have told you, mapping is very simple. Firstly, in this particular case, since it is asking to select the data from the drop down, you will have to firstly enable this mapping button and then you will be able to map that data from your previous step. Okay, so it is asking for the subscriber email. Let me search for it, and with the help of @ I have searched for the email address of the person. Status will be, well, I am going to keep the status as the active for every subscriber, for every attendee who is going to be the part of subscribers list. Okay, and now finally I'm going to provide the name and the last name of the person. So let me search for the name, and here we have the name of the person as the dummy and the last name as the, I remember I have added the last name as the attendee only. Okay, let me search with the help of name only. Okay, so here I have the last name. Alright, so I have provided all the necessary details which are actually required for creating a subscriber. Just in case if you want to collect these details also, you can customize your checkout page into the Eventbrite, collect those details and provide the same details here into the MailerLite field. Okay, now I'll be clicking on the save and send test request button finally, and then I am going to refresh this section and you will see how the same person will be added as a contact, and here you can see the response is received already. Okay, so let me check. Okay, I'll have to refresh my page once again. All right, and here you can see it is showing that we have the one subscriber and it is the same subscriber, that is test@gmail.com. Let me also check for other details, basically the name of the person, and here you can see dummy is the first name of the person, attendee is the last name of the person, and this is how now onwards every time someone is going to register for your event into the Eventbrite application, you can sync all those details, all those attendees with the MailerLite automatically, so that you do not have to manually copy the data and import it here for sending the emails. Okay, and for that you will have to create this automation inside Pabbly Connect just once. After that, simply sit back and relax, because Pabbly Connect will take care of all the tasks in the backend. You do not have to do anything manually. Okay, and just in case if you want to access this automation which I have created right in front of you, I will also attach the link for the same into my description box. So simply click on this link and sign up for free into the Pabbly Connect, and the same workflow will be cloned into your Pabbly Connect account, that too for free. And here I have forgot to tell you one more very important thing. Okay, so whatever the details I have mapped here, okay, so let me show you. Here I have mapped the email address of the person, here I have the name and the last name. These details will be replaced automatically when this automation will work in the real time, and this is how this automation is going to take place. Just in case if you provide any data manually here, that data will remain same, but if you have mapped it successfully, the data will be changed automatically. Okay, so this is how this automation is going to take place. Not just these applications, you can integrate multiple applications and automate your business with Pabbly Connect. You can ask your queries at forum.pabbly.com. My team will surely answer to your questions. This is the website of Pabbly Connect, and for the latest updates of Pabbly Connect and unique automation ideas, you can join our Facebook group, that is formget.deals. If you have found this video helpful in any way, share it with your friends and colleagues and also help them to automate their business. Like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching this video.